It's definitely a rebuilding stage.
For us to have a chance, we got to play harder than everybody every night.
Push a shot up and in.
We have a lot of young guys.
Gonna get up and down more.
Nice play by Martell Webster.
First off, I'm excited about this season.
So we have a team that can get up and down.
As Luke Ridnour glides out and leaves it off for Wesley Johnson.
I have a good feeling about this year.
Corey Brewer, the high flyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Minnesota Timberwolves team preview on NBA TV, and we welcome you into our Atlanta studios. Rick Campbell, Steve Smith, Dennis Scott, who once played for the Wolves back in the day, and we're here to talk about that, put them under the microscope, and see what they got going heading into the 2010-11 season. Last year, 15-67. Yikes! Tied for the fewest wins in franchise history, and trust me, they were not a fun team to watch a year ago. They missed the playoffs for the sixth straight season after making it for nearly a decade straight in the KG era. They get Darko Milicic in a midseason trade with the New York Knicks. He is still there, and you can see other numbers on a despicable regular season. They get Wesley Johnson, the rookie out of Syracuse, 4th overall pick in the draft. Michael Beasley acquired from Miami for a couple of picks. Luke Ridnour signed to a 4-year, $16 million deal. Martell Webster comes over in a draft night trade. Luke Babbitt, Ryan Gomes going to Portland. Sebastian Telfair comes over in the Cleveland trade back for his second tour of duty in Minnesota. Lazar Haywood was drafted 30th overall in 2010 by Washington, then shipped to Minnesota. Costa Koufis came over in the Al Jefferson trade along with a couple of picks. Anthony Tolliver comes over on a 2-year deal from Golden State. And Nikola Pekovic was the 31st pick back in 2008 by the Wolves, and they signed him to a $13 million deal over 3 years. He, a product of Montenegro, and the biggest loss of all, Al Jefferson. Losing Ramon Sessions didn't feel real good either, but he went to Cleveland in that deal along with Ryan Hollins. Let's listen to these new Wolves on playing together.
I think we have players that like to play the game the right way. We have players that have a high basketball IQ, an understanding of the game. I have a lot of players that love the system that we're playing in, and they fit into the system, which is another aspect of the players that we've received on this team.
I think last year, playing in a different style of system, playing with a different coach, we weren't together. And that's the only time you can get through, tough times or uncomfortable situations, that you're not used to is, coming together as a team and staying as one.
Being a young group, we're going to have to get up into teams, show our energy and use our youth to our advantage and not to our disadvantage.
The depth chart for your Wolves coming into this season: Ridnour, Telfair, and Flynn at the 1. At the 2, man, there could be 3 guys starting at this spot. Wesley Johnson, the rookie, Martell Webster, the veteran from Portland, or Corey Brewer, who's played the 2 or 3 ably for the Wolves in recent years. Beasley will start at the 3. Lazar Hayward will be the 3rd string 3. Kevin Love and Tolliver at the 4. And an international flair at the 5 in Minnesota: Milicic, Pekovic, and Koufis. Now, here's what David Kahn had to say in a letter to fans of the Timberwolves. Quote, "It's highly unlikely we will challenge for the NBA championship this season, but I believe we now have a collection of talent that could form most of a core nucleus that has its best days ahead." 15 wins last year. How many this year?
23, 24 wins, I would say the Timberwolves win. Con, I love your honesty. 20 wins.
I agree with Dennis. I think a little bit of an improvement, but not much. For Dennis Scott, Steve Smith, and our crew, I'm Rick Campbell. Thanks for watching the Wolves preview on NBA TV.